looking at how the market has been performing, steady inflows from both foreign and local investors. I'd love to get your take on the current market trend and, of course, its sustainability.
Thank you very much, Uche, for having me this morning. I think, like you mentioned, the market has performed very well. It was 17% year to date this year. Early in the year, we released a forecast of 17.17 to end this year. But clearly the market has outperformed that. And like you mentioned, is on account of investors' confidence looking at the prospect of the Nigerian economy, the macroeconomic stability, the improved liquidity in the market, the downward trend in fixed income yield on fixed income yields. Again, is the fact that the attractive valuations we have on this company and expectations of good earnings for 2012 account and 2013 are what are actually driving these performance as we speak at the moment.
And I'd just like to throw this in there. One thing I'm always asking is, do you really think the local investors are coming back to our market? Do you think that they've regained that confidence that was lost, of course, during 2008? Do you think 100% they're back?
Well, we may not be able to say they are back 100%, but then speaking to a cross-section of investors, looking at institutional investors and high net worth individuals, we think they are back in the market. They have seen that the regulatory environment is stronger now. What the NSC is doing is stronger. Looking at other SEC, they have realized they have learned their lessons, and so they are better monitoring the market in terms of performance and ensure that everybody plays according to the rule. And so I think that that is has encouraged investors in the market, and PFAs are back in the market. They are sending in orders, and the fact again that the alternative, the return from the alternative investment in fixed income is going down as we speak. This time last year we have yield on treasury bill about 18–19%, but now it's about 10% or 12%. So for them to actually make good returns and declare good return to their shareholders, they need to invest in the equities market. And the prospect market, I think, is bright for me, and I think it's strong.
Right, and certainly looking at the stock performance, financials currently driving performance on the market. I'd love to get your take on what strategies you think investors should adopt going forward. Where do you think the opportunities are?
Well, there are opportunities across board. In the financial services sector, we have the banking, we have the conglomerate, we have the food and beverages. But then one thing I like to mention is the fact that investors now should adopt a strategy of moving from the high cap stocks to mid cap and low cap, because if you look at the stocks like Dangote Cement, Nigerian Breweries, Nestle, Zenith Bank, GTB, these 5 stocks account for about 60% of the market, instead of 57% at the moment, and I think they are fairly priced at the moment. They are always trading at their intrinsic value, and therefore we don't see much upside potentials in the stocks. But low cap come down to the mid cap stocks like Diamond Bank, Sterling Bank that you mentioned earlier, Sky Bank, Dangote Sugar, even O&O that is currently raising money in the market. These stocks have huge upside potential. So these are the areas I think investors should play at the moment to make good returns on their investment.
Now, very quickly, because we've run out of time, what is your short-term outlook for the market? Do you think that we're going to see profit-taking, sort of come in this week, or do you think that we're going to continue to see that bullish run?
I mean, in 2010, we had this type of, this a similar situation where in first quarter of the year, the market appreciated by about 24%. In second quarter, it dipped. Third quarter, it dipped on account of profit-taking. But last quarter, because of the end of the year rush to buy and the listing of Dangote Cement, I think the market went up as well. So I expect that there may likely be profit taken at the moment. But however, what we need to emphasize is the fact that the prospect of the economy is strong, the prospect of the market is strong, and so even though there is a temporary profit taking that will lead to decline in share prices, we think that it may still go up further.